Welcome, everyone. Welcome to this channel. I'm Karen, and today I'm going to be curling my hair. I put on some setting lotion, so I already sprayed it all on my hair, and I'm trying to get my hair to curl. So I saw someone doing this, and I love curls, and I'm always trying new ways to get some curls in my hair. So I have been wrapping my hair with these clothespins, and I'm going to leave them in for a couple hours. They said that leave them in for like an hour, but my hair is so hard to curl. So I'm going to leave them in for a couple hours, and we're just going to see what happens. I have no idea if this will truly curl my hair or not, but it is interesting. I have to say that it is very interesting. So let's just see what transpires here. And I'm not doing it all the way up to the top of my head because then it would just be like, if it does hold a curl. My hair is so hard to hold a curl. I doubt if it does anything, but we're going to try. And that's all we can do, right? We're just going to try and see. And these clothespins are new, so it's not like they've been outside or in the dirt or anything like that. They're like brand new. So oh, I have to see in the mirror. It's not the easiest. So I hope you guys are doing well. I've been very busy with the Airbnb, but I am looking forward to making more videos for you guys and keeping you in touch with what's going on. I do have a video that's really a little rough that I'm going to go ahead and post it. It's about me out in the garden and showing you around my garden area space. So we're going to do that. And then this portion, I really don't want to curl it because this is the part that I kind of tuck. So I'm going to kind of do like that. And I think I have most of it up. I see a couple spots where I've missed. So let's just kind of see what we can do here. And I think one under here. That was this chair making noise. Okay, I think I have it all. No, I have one spot here in the back that I didn't get. Let me see here. It's harder to do when it's short, like the bottom part of my hair is shorter, and that part is hard to do. And this part I didn't go around enough. So now, which one is that? I don't know if it's this one. Yeah, this one. Let me redo it, rewrap it because the ends was really, I don't mind if the ends are not done real curly. And I really want it a little bit on the loose side, but this is my first time attempting this. So we'll see what we get. And then we can kind of work from there, right? We can kind of get an idea of how it does. And then we'll just kind of go from there. So we're going to also do a little makeup. I know it's kind of a crazy setup here, doing makeup with curlers in your hair, and I can hardly see what the heck I'm doing, but we're gonna sure try. Let me get this one out of the way a little bit shorter. It's in my eyes. There, that's a little better. Okay, and we're just going to do a little makeup. Now, I've already done like my vitamin C serum. I've already put that on my eyes. I've already done the moisturizer, and I've already done the firming lotion on my face. So we're just going to go ahead and start with some concealer. So we're going to use a dark one and a light one. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that. I'm just going to put a little on our nose, here by our eyes. Something like that. Might as well leave this drawer open so that it's going to be going back and forth in there. The side of our nose. I like to do my right there. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, let's rub this in. Trying to get a. I'm gonna rub in the lighter ones first. So I hope you guys have been doing well. I hope you guys have been doing good. I've been doing a lot of planting. I've been at the Airbnb and in my garden. So I've been a little sidetracked with trying to get my garden in. I have a lot of things in place. And I'm still working on it. So I have like carrots and radishes to plant yet. I do have some tomato in the ground. Then we're going to go with a little foundation, and I'm just using this one today. And I do need to order my foundation that I found that I like. So I ordered the samples, and I just haven't had a chance to order the foundation, which I will do because I really like that it's a clean product. It's not like has a bunch of chemicals in it like this product does. And so I'm really excited about trying the new products that I have on my website. And they are all clean products, natural, clean. And it's going to be amazing using those instead of this. But I'm going to use this until it's all gone. And then I'm going to start using all the other products on my website. That is a lot better for me, a lot better for my health. And I've really been changing out. I know I've said this time and time again, but I've really been changing out a lot of my products. So they are healthier and they are really great. Trying to find my brush for my eyeshadow. I have a certain one that I really like. This one here, the rounded one. I love that one. I'm going to put a little bit of the lighter color on the bottom underneath my eyes. Kind of blend it well. Trying to make sure eyes pop. My eyes are a little tired looking today. I've been staying up late also and just doing a lot of research and different things. I'm going to use this lighter pink here on the top. I'm going to brush it in all the way to my eyebrow. Just make it. Trying to work around these clothespins. I must look really silly. But anything for you guys, right? Anything for you guys. And we want to make our appearance, we want to make ourselves look better. We want to make ourselves look healthier and attractive and all that stuff. And when we find simple ways to do that, now these didn't take very long to put in. It's something that you could probably do yourself, just like I did. It didn't take very long to put them in. I'd say maybe 10 minutes. And you have it done, right? And then you could just leave them in for about an hour. If your hair curls easy, then you could leave them in for about an hour. My hair curls hard. It's hard for it to hold a curl. So I'm going to leave mine in for a couple hours. And right now, I don't even know 3:11. So I will, take them out later and I'll show you guys. I'll come back on film and I will pause and show you guys how they turned out. So Um, so that way you guys will know if you want to try it or not, right? So I think it's kind of exciting when you find something that you know that may work for you. And I'm just going to put on some bronzing powder, just mainly on my cheekities here. Kind of tone those down, blend those down. My little double chin here. Woo. And I've been so off track. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've been so off track, and I've really been trying to really been trying to um like keep up my energy for working in the yard, like doing a lot of physical work, right? Like raking and sweeping and watering and planting, and all this stuff takes so much energy. So I'm just trying to find the balance. I'm trying to find the balance with feeling good and being able to do a lot of that stuff, because it seems like I just run out of energy so fast. And so I am trying to get a handle on that. And when you already suffer from some sort of health problems and things, and you're trying to lose weight at the same time, and you're trying to balance the two, it's not that easy. So if you're out there and you're already, like I am, obese, and you are trying to lose weight, but you're also trying to still work, and you're trying to stay energized, right? You have to be able to know what foods to eat and know how you can bounce yourself back. My problem is sometimes I am really thirsty, right? I'm thirsty, and so I will go and eat instead of like making sure I drink something instead, and see if that satisfies me for a while, instead of, but it's like learning, right? It's all about learning, and being able to decipher the difference, know the difference. So we're going to do a little bit of blush. Thought I pulled it out, and I don't know where I put it. I'm talking to you guys, and thought I pulled it out. Maybe I didn't. I swore I did. It's back here. It's like, I know I'm losing it. My gosh. And it was right there. I was like, I knew I pulled it out. I knew for sure I did. And I'm like, what's going on? Okay. So we're going to just do a little bit of blush. We can hardly see what we're doing here up against. And then we're going to do a little bit up here. And we'll do this side. This side I can see a little better. A little bit above the eyebrow, and then just kind of blend it in a little bit on the nose, bring it down a little bit around your neck, kind of make it blend in. So you look beautiful. I want you guys to look beautiful and feel good, right? It's all a part of it. So when you're trying to diet, you want to do your best at, losing the weight and eating healthy, but you also want to be able to feel good. That's very important to me. I'm just going to use a little one of these, just kind of brush up my eyebrows a little bit, kind of look in the bigger part here. I just got some on my, it's not easy. Oh, shoot. I'm trying to hold it, and I'm trying to, I think that looks pretty even. You always want to look at both eyebrows and make sure that they do look, in sync with one another, with each other. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, I think so. My lips are really dry. I need to find some little lip stuff here. Let's pull some of this out. I got kind of like an overload going on here. So I added some nail polishes to this drawer just to kind of clean up my surface here. And these are so cute too. I got these on my website. Um, so you can go there and get clean, fresh makeup, and they have other things too. They have wonderful products, skincare products, and I just love their products. And I want to show you one thing while I'm talking about skincare products is I have this lotion that I got, this one from them. And you can go there on my website and find it. And it smells sort of a little bit like peppery. To me, it smells a little kind of mangoey, peppery. I don't know. But anyway, it is wonderful for your elbows and your feet. My feet, my heels were getting cracked because we have in-floor heating. And so if you don't like wear shoes all the time, and I love to walk around in my socks, if you don't wear shoes all the time, then it can kind of damage your heels and take all the moisture out of your feet. And they were really rough on like one side, like where my big toe was, my big toe is, and then in the back of my heel. And so I've been putting that on every morning after my shower and every night before I go to bed, and they are really nice now. They it has helped so much. So that can help you. And I wouldn't tell you that a product is good if it's not good. If I haven't gotten good um good rapport with it and haven't gotten good results. And this nail polish is kind of open. Better start watching what I'm doing. My goodness. Okay, I'm just looking for a lip. I think I bought a new lip. I think this is it. New lip pencil. It's a little bit larger than my other one, and I have a lipstick. And what else am I looking for? Oh, my mascara right here. Okay, now we can put this stuff. Okay, all right, cool, cool, cool. All right, so we're gonna do a little lip pencil. This just glides on just like butter. It just glides on so nice. And this one is on my website, I believe, as well. Go there and find that. Very nice. I'm going to do a little lipstick. I'm just going to do this. This came in a kit, in a set. There's like 4 of them. Very nice. Can't wait to take these out. Hope they work. I hope it works. Okay, I'm going to attempt to do some I might have to I'm going to attempt to do some I can get these to stay up, away from my face. Why don't that work? Why doesn't it work? There. And then I have, this is what we're going to tuck behind my ear. And then I think I can see my eyelashes now. This one might still be in the way. What can I do? I gotta get it out of the way. Let me see. There. Okay. Now I can see my eyelashes. All right. I've had so much fun working in the yard, though, working in the garden, because I know I'm planting fruits and vegetables and things that is good for me. and it is going to be summertime, and it just is so nice to look forward to summer instead of looking forward to winter, because we live in the north and it was cold. It's been back and forth. One day warm, one day cold, and so I take advantage of those warm days. Today I was going to go out and plant, so I got everything out on my patio, and I was going to plant some flower seeds and get them started. And because I don't have my greenhouse up yet, and everything started blowing away from me, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to come out here. Oops, I just touched my brow, my lid, and fight with the wind and start chasing my stuff down. I'm like, oh no, this isn't. I'm going to find another project that I can do in the house. And I said, I haven't done a video in a long time, and I'm just going to roll the film. So thought I'd do that. And I am working on laundry today from the Airbnb. So we went over there and got all the sheets and towels and things last night. So then I could work on it today, off and on. So I think I have about 2 more loads. Hope I didn't touch. Okay. I'm just going to find that brush. I'm going to touch up my eyelid where I wiped off the mascara. Make sure it's all good, good, good. Once you start doing a little makeup and you start taking better care of yourself, it makes you want to do more and more for yourself about, losing weight and getting yourself back in, feeling good, and getting your blood numbers down and all that stuff. It's really quite helpful. So that's why I think, taking good care of yourself and loving yourself more, all of that really plays a huge part in your success at weight loss. So, yeah, I believe that. Sorry about that. Oh, my allergies have really been acting up when I go outside. It's just been, ooh, my eyes are watering off my face. Okay, so what else do we need? What else do we need? What else? I think we're pretty good, pretty done, right? I think so. I think it looks pretty good. I wish the lighting was better. I should have put another light in here for you guys, and I got in a hurry. I guess I did. So I am going to let you guys see this in a couple hours and see how we're doing, right? I have to put my glasses on. And then I will also put on a little bit of hairspray. Once I take these out, I'll put on some hairspray. So that will help too. So we'll just see what we have, okay? While we're waiting for the curls to form, I thought I would just do a quick little dress haul for you guys and a little fashion show for you guys. So this is one of the dresses that I purchased that I really love the material. It is, I should have pressed them first, but it's just out of the packaging. But it is, it has these little nubbies on it. It's really cute. Ouch. It come with this belt, but I don't see any, loops. Isn't that a shame? Might have to sew some on. So I thought this was kind of cute. And you could tie it and just leave it hang. That's kind of like more my style. Just kind of like, tie it and let it hang. I think it's supposed to go way up here. Maybe this is low. I might have to put a little. It has one snap here, but I might have to move this snap up a little bit. But I thought this is like so cute. And I may have to put some little loops on, little belt loops to hold this in place. So cute. And it's kind of like it has this little ruffle. I got these from I got this one from Amazon. I got this from Amazon. So, and I'm going to show you the next one. Okay, now this one is cotton knit. It's a blue and it's like cotton knit. So it's really comfortable. But it kind of shows my bra just a little bit. So I might have to wear a strapless bra with it, which is no problem. That's fine. And but I really do like it. And what's nice about it is it has these nice pockets. So that is so cute, and it's just really comfortable, and it's like below my knee. You probably can't see, but it's below my knee, and it's just going to be amazing that I can just wear these anywhere we go, right? I can wear these for like a day dress when we go shopping. I could wear these like when we just go out in the summertime, go out for a little drink, or go out for to our favorite restaurant or a burger place, or whatever place. um we love to get in the car and just drive and go to different places in the weekend. So this would be great for that. So it still looks really nice and with some cute little sandals. And so I really like the feel of this. I really like it. So we're going to try on the next one. Okay, so this one is just like the blue one, but it fits a little bit different. It fits a little bit snugger, but it still has the pockets. It's really nice, and it seems like the pockets are up a little bit tall, shorter, up higher. So this might have been a petite that I picked. So, but it is decent, and I will have to wear a strapless bra with this too because of the square neckline. It doesn't line up with a bra. And so yeah, but it is that knit, so it's just so comfortable, so comfortable. So this is going to be so cute, just to hop in the car and go all kinds of places, and just wherever we want to go, I can just have something to wear, right? And you get tired of wearing shorts and jeans, and looking with tennis shoes and looking like a boy and all that stuff. So this will just be nice, and then it doesn't like matter when we're going to go to the antique mall, or going to go to a park or whatever, on a picnic or anything, and this is just going to be so amazing. I just love this dress. My husband, this is the one that he liked, so he saw my dresses hanging here because I'm trying to get the wrinkles to hang out, so I had them on the outside of my closet. And he's like, "Are these the new dresses you got?" And I said, "Yeah." And he says, "Oh, I really like this one." So he really liked this one. So I will be sure to wear this one when we go somewhere together. And so yeah, so here comes the next one, and it's my favorite. Okay, so Yippee, this one is the one that I really, really like, and I call it my garden dress. So I see a lot of people gardening in their dresses, which I don't think I would do, because I'm really like, um, I'm all in it, when I'm gardening. So this has a little belt, and it does have loops. So I'll put loops on the pink one, not in the back though. It has them just on both sides, which is nice. So the belt, you don't lose the belt. And then you can just kind of, it's really kind of a shorter belt. You could tie it in a bow if you want, if you choose. I may put a little snap on the top here because I'm kind of a little bit modest. I probably put a snap, and I do like it because it has a little sleeve, so it covers up my little chubby arms a little bit. And but I do like it because it has this slip underneath, which is no big deal, but it has this slip that's under here, and then it hangs really long. So the back of it is almost touching the floor. So it doesn't have pockets. It needs steamed really bad. But the way that it goes in the front, like this piece here, this portion here, it kind of swoops and it goes, you know, rounded front, and then the other one rounds the other way, and it really is nice. And the feel of it is really nice. The material is really nice. And I can't wait to press it and actually wear this somewhere with some little natural colored heels would be really cute. I think with the pink dress, I'll probably wear like either my white little heels or I'll wear black heels with that, just depending on where we're going, what we're going to go do. Um, but yeah, I am in love with this dress, and it's nice and full. Look how full it is. It's nice and full. The skirt part is really full. It's flowy. You know, it just makes you feel feminine, and it's just if they have this in another style, another color, I might go back on and see if they have it in another color because it feels so good on. The material is soft. It just feels really nice on, and I might go back and so I got all of these from Amazon. They were all on sale, and which is always a plus. But I mean, it has just really beautiful flowers, all kinds of flowers, and I'm just amazed at the print, and I just love the print. It just looks so summery, just just really pretty, feminine and pretty. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little section, this little part, because I needed to try them on anyway, and I just been putting it off. So I wanted to try them on for you guys the first time, so I could have like real emotions and real feelings when I tried them on to see if I really liked them and all that. I did buy these in a little bit larger size because I didn't know exactly where they would be coming from. So I did buy them so they are loose. They are not like cleany tight or anything. So I wanted them to be very comfortable, right, for sitting in the car and going places and and stuff like that. So yeah. So I hope you guys like this part. Okay, so I took the clothespins out of my hair, and it actually within an hour, this is what I got. So I am thrilled. My hair never holds a curl, and it took me like maybe I don't know, maybe 15 minutes to put them all in, put the clothespins in, and then I waited an hour. So an hour, 15 minutes, you can have nice and curly hair. And I like how the curls are like not uniform. They're like all over the place. And I kind of like that little bit of wild style. And so I'll do it again. I think it's wonderful. And then when I took it out, I just kind of ran my fingers through my hair, and then I went ahead and put on some hairspray. So that's all I did. We have a little bit of glare going on. Maybe I can do it that way. I'm going to be making some scones, trying to get the glare. I can fix it, but sorry about that, you guys. Didn't think it'd be like that. It's worse. But we're going to be working right here at the mixer, so hopefully it will be okay. I'll try to move down here best I can. Scoot down a little bit. Maybe that would get me out of that glare. We're going to be making some date scones. I'm going to put dates in them. I did have, I could have done raisins, but I don't know. Raisins are so sweet. I like dates a little bit better than raisins because I don't think they're quite as sweet. Put you down just a little bit more so you can see what's going on. How's that, you guys? I'm sorry about the glare. Hope it'll be all right. We're just going to go ahead and go with it because I can't like put that thing down. I just have a piece of material up there right now because I can't decide if I really like them or not. the material. I like it, but I need to make a curtain out of it. So if I go to pull it, it's just going to like just the whole thing's going to come down. And so let's just do what we can do. Okay. So let me rinse my hands off. Make sure I got all the hairspray off of me. I think I do, but okay, let's go ahead and get started. So first we're going to put in the butter, and it calls for 1/2 cup of butter, unsalted butter. So we're going to put that in first, and then we're going to add the sugar. So this is monk fruit sweetener. We're trying to make them as healthy as we can, because every once in a while we like a little bit of sweet, and if we don't have something around the house that we can have that's halfway healthy, we'll go for the unhealthy, right? So we want to have things in place and on hand that we can choose from. And you know, I'm a sweet tooth lover. I'm just a sweet tooth. I just love this stuff. Can't help it, can't help it, can't help it. So then we have some monk fruit sweetener, and we have 1/3 of a cup. So we're going to put that in there, and then we're going to mix this and let this go and kind of get a little bit smooth. It's going to make a little noise, of course. And then we're going to put in, I think the egg comes next. We're going to do the egg. And then that will be good. Just trying to get it all mixed in there. Mixed up and kind of halfway smooth. And then we can add our other ingredients. So looking pretty good. Let it go just a little bit more. In the meantime, I have over here, I have my, I don't want to touch it because I just got done washing it. It's dandelion. So I picked dandelion from outside, and it was towards my garden area. And I washed it, and now I'm letting it dry. So I'll put it on a new piece of paper towel here in a little bit when I get done with my scones. And just keep turning it from side to side. Let it dry. You could hang it too. That would be great if you could hang it. What's really the greatest part of the medicinal um, ingredient is the root itself. So that's what you want to dig up. Not only the leaves and the flower, but you want to dig up the root. And the flowers are also edible. So you could put those on different little things that you make or whatever. And still get the benefits, spread them over your salad or whatever you choose. So now this is pretty smooth. Let me grab my spatula. Be helpful. Get this pushed down a little bit. It'll help once we get the egg in there and we get the flour and stuff going. Okay, so we did that. So we're going to crack an egg. 1 egg calls for. Okay, I'm going to give this a little whip. Very nice. Whipping up really, really nice. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add the flour. And I have, as you can see, it's a different color. It's not regular flour. It is 1 cup, 1 cup of coconut flour and 1 cup of chickpea flour. So that's what I have to try to make it a little more healthy. So it's not the white flour. You want to really steer away from the white flour. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in a little bit of baking soda. It called for a quarter teaspoon of baking soda. Add that. And then the baking powder as well. And it's 2 teaspoons of baking powder. That's what's going to help it to rise a little bit. And a lot of times they have most of the recipes, well, not most, but a lot of the recipes that I have read or people I've watched make them has a little bit of yeast in them, but this one didn't. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and add our whipping cream. As you can see, it's pretty dry. Not whipping, yeah, no. Oh, we need to get the whipping cream yet. We're going to add our Greek yogurt. Sorry, this is a 1/3 cup of yogurt. Almost looks like a cookie dough, doesn't it? It's like, I need more liquid. Okay, we're going to add this yogurt. 1/3 cup. We want to get all the moisture in there that we need, because I am adding a little bit of another ingredient that it didn't call for. So I want to make sure that I have plenty of the liquid in there so it doesn't get funky. Okay, and one thing that I didn't get yet is 1/3 cup of heavy cream. So I'm just going to pour it in the same thing. Let me grab that heavy cream. Okay, so we'll put our heavy cream in there as well. It's going to help it loosen up a little bit and really get blended pretty nice. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give that a whirl. That's helping. And when you, excuse me, when you use different flours, it just acts differently, right? So you have to kind of compensate of what you're doing there. And then I did have a teaspoon here, which I need. So we're going to put in some vanilla. So we need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. Got that. I'm going to push this down. I just touched my arm. Somewhere. Let's push this back. It's getting nice and smooth though. It's really doing good. I'm excited because I like to have things to choose from, and you just have to add the calorie. That's all. So whatever it is you make and you decide that you're going to eat, you just have to make sure to add your calories. Sometimes I'll have a protein bar in the afternoon, part of my my day, you know, and I could have maybe one of these instead. So you just have to, you know, whatever it is you're doing, just watch how many calories. And I'm getting it all over the place. Okay, now I have a 1/4 cup of hemp seed to make it a little bit healthier. So we're going to put in the hemp seed, which will help with the carbs. And then we also have a 1/2 cup of dates. So we're going to be adding those as well. Let's just put them all in. And then we have all the ingredients. We have everything. You could put a dash of salt if you don't have to watch your sodium intake. You could put a dash of salt, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to omit the salt. Looks like it's turning into a pretty nice dough. It's pretty well mixed up, and we can mix it when we get to rolling it out. Oops. Okay, but for the majority, we have it mixed pretty well. And then we'll get some floured board going, and then we'll roll it out. I'm going to roll out like a big rectangle, and then cut your triangles. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on my oven, because my oven takes a long time to heat up. So we're going to go ahead and do that. All right, we have it looking pretty good and feeling pretty good. You can always tell by your dough if it's going to do good or not. I'm going to put this back in the fridge, and I'm going to get my cutting board. I like to roll on the cutting board. I have a bunch of avocados sitting out, and it just they went rolling. I was like, oh, I don't want to forget about it back there. Okay, now I'm going to find some paleo flour, and we'll try to roll with that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Or chickpea flour, sorry. Chickpea flour. That's what I had in here, chickpea flour, not paleo. But I do have paleo. But I think I checked. We'll find a rolling pin. All right. Sometimes if you flour your hands, it's a little bit easier. Get out. I've tried to make scones before, and I've used many recipes. Oh, let me turn my oven on. I forgot. Let's see here. We're going to do 350. Get that going. Put this in the sink. Sorry, guys. Stick this back in the corner. Right, I'm not going to clean my whole kitchen, but just to get a little start there, get that out of the way. Okay, dry my hands. We're going to get this rolling pin. I'm going to use this one. Okay, so we want a rectangle, probably pretty close to the size of this board. So let's see what we can do. I don't know if you guys can see. There, sorry. Sorry. And you could roll it in between wax paper if you'd like. whatever you choose. Oh, didn't go so well, did it? I'm going to get my scraper here. We about have it. Pretty good. Corners could have been a little more. Hey. All right, I'm going to grab a knife. Let's see. Is that how I want to cut it? No. I'm thinking of croissants. Oh, shoot. I think I am. So that were scones. Be too big. Yeah, like that, I think. Okay, then I'm going to find some cookie sheet. Let's see here. And I'm using the little oven, so I have to make sure that my pan that I choose, the door can shut. Let me check this pan. I think this pan will work. Yeah. It's always kind of tricky when I'm using the small oven to make sure that, and I need some parchment paper. The box is kind of falling apart. Boy, I don't know if they're all going to fit on here. I hope. Kind of put them just like they are. Room in between. push that tip down there so they can fit a little better. You might have to have 2 pans. In that case, I'll spread these out a little. It's okay. Gives me a little more space, which I like. There, that looks pretty good. They got room to grow. And then let me get another pan. Let me get this small one here. And a little parchment. And you could have sprayed the parchment paper if you would like. I think they'll be okay, but okay. We'll put these 5 on here. This one could have been a little bit shaped a little different. I might actually take a little bit. This is too big. I'm going to take a little bit from here. There. And I'm going to kind of patch this one in because it was missing. It was really missing some. Okay. Just kind of shape it a little better. Okay. And we need to fit one more. Make this a little narrower. Beautiful. Oop. See that paleo flower really breaks up easy. Not paleo. I said it again. It's chickpea flour. Okay, we're going to let the oven heat up, and then we are going to bake these off. So in the meantime, let's make the glaze. Clean up our mess a little here. I'm not sure if I have I should have some. I might not. I might have used it for an order. I'm looking for powdered sugar. We might have to use regular powdered sugar. Shoot, and I try to make it so healthy, and then I get to this part, and then I swore I just ordered some. I'm going to look in my pantry. It might have got stuck in my pantry. All right, let's see here. Stand this up so it can dry. much better. This away. What else do we need to put away? Wash, wash, wash. Wash, wash, wash. Sorry, you guys. I like to clean up after myself. Otherwise, it's no fun coming to the kitchen when you have a mess. Okay, we're going to pitch this. All right. There, that's a little better. All right. Then it makes us much more interested in completing our dish, right? Our scone. All right, let me look in my pantry and I will come right back. Look. Okay, you guys, I couldn't find any powdered sugar. I found powdered sugar, but I didn't find sugar-free. So we're going to be using these sugar-free chocolate chips. They are not sweetened, so there's no sugar added, dark chocolate chips. We're going to use these, and then we're going to add a little bit of this Avgate sweetener to it, the liquid. We're going to add some of that to it. And because these are so bland without any, you don't even want to eat them. They're terrible without any sweetness. So we're going to go ahead and put these in the microwave, 30 seconds on the first run. Start those. We'll whip up our glaze, and then we should be good to go. Let's see what my oven is doing here. Should be heated up pretty nice. We're going to stick these in. Okay, and I'm going to set the timer, and I think it said 30 minutes. So we set the timer for 30 minutes, and then let's see what this is doing. Barely anything. I'm going to go ahead and push 1 minute. Maybe they're the type that doesn't even. I was going to use some matcha and have like a little green little glaze for the top, but it didn't work out that way. So, but it's an idea for you guys. If you want to do it that way, you could do it that way. But I thought I just ordered it, but I hadn't ordered that I had to make a bunch of cookies, and I think I used it for the order that I was working on. So I didn't, I'll have to order it again. It's really nice to have it on hand, to have, you know, the imitation powdered sugar and the imitation brown sugar. When you're making cookies and you're making, you know, healthy snacks that you can have, it's nice to have some of these things on hand. And I'll have to put in another order, which I'm ordering from Thrive Market all the time, and usually at least once a month, if not twice a month. And you can find it on my website. I'll list it in the description here. You can find it on my website. It has clean, healthy products, and sometimes you just can't find it at the regular store. So I really love shopping from there. And I think you get a pretty fair price. And so I shop there quite often. Let's see how our chocolate chips are. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Nice and liquidy. But, you know, I don't know. I may have to heat it up again once they get done, because I don't know if this will stay loose for 30 minutes. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. So it's kind of, it incorporates really easy. They're all mixed up. Okay, then I'm going to put in some of this. 1 tablespoon, 60 calories, but that's for the whole batch. I'm not sure that we need a whole tablespoon. Maybe we'll do like a half. I'm going to do a half a tablespoon. because we're just going to have just a little drizzle. So it's not going to like cover the whole thing or anything. I really didn't want chocolate, but chocolate goes really well with dates, so it'll be good. So just stir this up a little bit. Okay, I'll set that aside, put this away, and I'll see you guys in just a little bit. When I pull them out, I'm going to show you, okay? Hello, everyone. So, yesterday, I want to admit I made some mistakes making my scones, and I don't know what I was thinking. I was listening to a bunch of different videos about making scones and about making croissants, and I think I got the two mixed up, and I just made a mess of things. But I want to tell you that I baked them off anyway. I'm sorry about the reflection. I should have fixed that today. And the flavor is there. The flavor is wonderful, but I cut them the wrong way, and meaning I didn't cut them thick enough. And I also should have put them in a circle instead of a square. And I got confused with the how the croissants are cut. And anyway, sit over here a minute. Anyway, but the flavor is so delicious. They are so good. So they're more or less turned out like a cookie, right? So we're going to go ahead today with making another couple batches. And this is one thing that I've been making and making and making, and they've never turned out for me. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I've really been researching and watching. Another thing I did wrong is I used the stand mixer, and I think that mixed it too much, right? Maybe if I shut these off. A little better, but I don't know if it makes that much of a difference. It's a little better, but anyway, we're just going to kind of, I feel like I'm in the dark now. We're going to scoot you up and see what's going on. And how about if I turn the camera more like that? You can see all of my stuff. I got everything measured out, so that's why it looks a mess. Sorry about that. So we're going to go ahead and let me see what I can do with this. Does that help a little better? If I do that. If I do that, and then I turn on the light. And the light still comes through. Oh my gosh. Oh, dorky. Let's just do that. That's about the best, right? Which way is it coming from? This way? I think that's about the best we're gonna get. Okay, so let's go ahead with the recipes, shall we? The other thing I mentioned that I should have put it in a circle about 3/4 of an inch thick, rolled it in a not really rolled it too hard, but in a circle, and then cut the wedges. And using the stand mixer, I should have just done it by hand. What else? What else? I think that was basically it. Oh, and I did use the chickpea flour and the coconut flour. And when I use those, it just doesn't get the rise like it does with regular white flour. Excuse me. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to make one batch with the regular white flour that my boys can eat. And then we're going to make the other batch with buckwheat flour. And we're going to see how the two work out. Okay. Otherwise, it's the same ingredients that we used yesterday. The only difference is instead of using dates, yesterday I used dates. Today we're going to be using blueberries. Look at the size of some of these blueberries. Look at this. Amazing. I want to try to get it There, you can see it better. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That's bigger than my thumbnail. Look at that in comparison. Oops. Huge. Okay, so we're going to just whip up some of this yumminess. Now my butter has kind of like set for a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to, another thing that I learned is we're going to mix up the flour and we are going to cut them into wedges, and then we're going to try to pop them in the refrigerator for a short time before we put them in the oven. So that's another thing that I learned, because you want your butter to be cold. That's how it helps. And another thing I learned too, instead of mixing it up, if you want to get the nice layers in there, you want to fold your dough. And you don't want to work the dough too much. They're saying like maybe 5 or 6 kind of, you know, folding it or whatever. So I'm going to put the camera down a little bit so you can see my work surface a little bit better. It kind of cuts my head off, I know, but so I think that would be much better. So we're going to do that. And we're going to go ahead and get started with the white flour one first. So I'll be about like right here. I think you guys can see. Okay. So I've already measured out 2 cups of the white all-purpose flour. So just plain flour. So that's what we have here. So we want to mix our dry ingredients first, and then we're going to mix our wet ingredients and then put the 2 together. So I learned that too. So I've really been trying to master this, and I had some videos that I watched from the UK, and there were some people making it on their videos. And it's just so interesting how they do things just a little bit different, but you learn from each one of them, right? So if you really want to become a good at something, a master at something, you want to be able to watch the pros and to watch the people who are making it more often, right? So you can learn from that. So that's what I've done. So we're going to go ahead. We got the white flour in here. We're going to go ahead and dump the sugar in with the white flour. We're going to mix the baking powder. And now I watched a lot of the other videos. They did not put the soda in there, the baking soda. So I'm going to omit that this time. So if we can not use, you know, different things and make it a little bit better for us, I'm going to sure try. So we're going to do that. So that is the dry ingredients. That's all the dry ingredients. We're just going to give it a little mix so that baking soda gets mixed into the flour. Mix it all around. Okay, we're going to set this aside for a second. And then we're going to go ahead and take our cream. So we have the same as yesterday. We have a third cup of heavy cream. We're going to go ahead and crack our egg. We have 1 egg. So we're going to crack that. The other thing I learned yesterday too is to crack your egg on a flat surface and not on the edge of a bowl or something, because you get fragments if you do it on the edge of a bowl. So you want to make sure that you do it on the flat surface, and then just split it apart. And then I'm going to grab a fork, and we're just going to kind of blend that a little. You guys can see. Okay, I think we have it all pretty good incorporated. And we're going to go ahead and also mix the, excuse me, 1 second. Wow, sorry about that. Let me wash my hands. I had to sneeze. I'm going to get a fresh towel too, because I really went through that towel yesterday. And it's pretty gnarly looking. Okay. All right. So we're going to, we're We're going to mix the Greek yogurt. So we have a 1/3 cup of Greek yogurt here. I put it in a 1/2 cup measuring cup, but it is a 1/3. I just ran out of 1/3 mixing cups, mixing little things, measuring scoops. Probably get it out better. We want all of that, right? We want all of the goodness. So scrape it all out of there. All right, we'll set that aside. Okay, I'm going to give it a little whip. That yogurt incorporated. Got nice and thick. Okay, that'll do. Making a little mess here. Trying to clean up as I go. It's not so bad. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and start incorporating the butter into the the other thing that we want to mix is our vanilla. So we're going to put our vanilla in with the liquid, and it calls for 1 teaspoon. Let's just mix that in. Okay. And then we'll need it for over here. So I'll just set this over here. We'll need it. And then we can just leave it for now. We're going to go ahead and start mixing in the butter. So just, it's one, it's a 1/2 cup of butter. So that's 1 whole stick of unsalted butter. So we're just going to go ahead and start bracelet. I'm going to find some rubber gloves. I think that would be the best. It's hard to get it out of your rings. You work on it for. Let's see if we got some. Gloves here. You know, I don't know if these are food grade, so I better not use them. I just started looking at them. We're just going to do it with our hands, just to be safe, just to be sure. I don't know if they're food grade. So let's go ahead. We're just going to mix the butter. And then what one of the ladies was that I was watching, what she was saying was if you take the butter and you like push it down your hands like that, you kind of smooth the butter. Maybe as we get further along here, you smooth the butter down your hands. It helps to form those layers that you want. But listening to other people, I think that's how you learn. You learn so much from other people who have more experience than you do, other people who have been down the path before you, you know. It just is so rewarding to watch what other people are doing. Whatever you have an interest in and you watch other people doing it, you can learn so much more, you know. Okay, now I think we're just going to kind of swoosh that butter down the palm of our hand. Just kind of incorporate it down. And you really want your butter to be cold. Now mine set out for a little bit while I was setting up, but the colder the butter, they said the better it will rise, better rise you will get. So that was interesting to learn. Okay, so it's kind of crumbly coated, I'd say, kind of mixed in the best it can get, I think. I mean, these people didn't, when they were doing theirs, they didn't take a whole lot of fussy time with it, you know. Sometimes I think I mix my stuff too much, So I have to learn not to do that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pour in the liquid ingredients. I think now is a good time to turn on my oven too. But I don't want to do it too soon because I'm going to put these in the fridge for a bit, half an hour or something like that. And if I have room, the thing of it is, if I have room, we just bought groceries the other day, so I don't know if I have room. I might be short on room. So. And then I watch some other people, they use, they use some sort of a yeast, and then they proof them, they let them sit and do it. So it just kind of depends on who you listen to, who you know. Okay, I'm going to get my hands back in there. Yes. Trying to get it to get a little bit more. Incorporated first. I'm going to put it onto a floured surface and then try to get it to come together. Oopsie. Nice big piece falling out. Good thing I sanitized this before I started. All right. Let's set that over here. Let's put our blueberries over here. We'll be mixing and folding those in a little bit. Get rid of some of this stuff. Okay. A little bit of flour. Pour. You guys see this? And again, I'm going to incorporate all this. Get it going here. Feels nice. It's going to come together real nice this time. I think I'm going to have really good luck this time because I learned a lot. As long as I implement what I learned, right? You're not learning if you're not like doing it better the next time, right? Get some flour on my hands here. Very nice. I'm just going to start folding like they do. Just start folding and folding and folding in those layers. You can already see it's becoming kind of layers. That's my cutting board hitting against the backsplash. Okay, now we're just going to go ahead, see what we got here crumbly wise, pick up some of those crumbs. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and start putting in the blueberry. So what they did was they just put in the blueberry and they just started folding them in. And this is a half a cup of blueberry. I want them to get away from me. Don't go anywhere. And I did rinse them off, rinse the blueberries off, and then I laid them on a paper towel so you didn't have that extra water. I'm just going to kind of fold them in. Yeah, when they start to break, then we probably mixed too much. So she says they say that you don't have to like even use a rolling pin. What you can do is just press it with your hands in a nice circle, about 3/4 of an inch. About 3/4 of an inch thick. So that's what we'll do. I'm going to try to get this inside there. It's really gooey. Okay, so we're going to press it, make it round. We need like 3/4 of an inch, not quite an inch. 7/8 maybe, 3/4. And I rolled them out too thin yesterday in the wrong way. So I already told you all that, but I made a goof up. Okay, I did. I'm not perfect by no means. Okay, I think that is a good almost round. Pretty good looking, would you say? Get a little to come together a little bit there. No, I won't. Okay. Come on, circle. All right, good enough. All right, we're going to get the knife. I had it over here and I put it away. All right. And then we're going to cut these and we're going to put them on a cookie sheet. Probably don't need this. Well, maybe to get them up. Maybe I do. Okay. Let me spray my paper just a little bit. Some olive oil spray so it doesn't like go to put it in the oven and then it like the paper slides off the. Oh. Good. Good enough. Okay, so we're going to. You can just cut it with your scraper, bench scraper here. So I'm just going to go across again, across again, again. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do you appreciate? Remember that song? All right, let's get them onto the baking sheet. If I can get all of them on one. We sure can. Perfect. And then just kind of touch up wherever you see fit, where you get the little tips in order. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take these and I'm going to pop them in the refrigerator. We're going to come back and we're going to mix this other batch, okay? Right back. All right. So here we go. I'm going to also turn my cutting board around. So we're not using this side of the cutting board. Oh, I'm throwing that fork away and we're going to need it again. So we'll be working on this end with the different flour, right? All right, what else do I need to do? What else do I need to do? I'll be able to use this again. Get rid of some of this flour mess so we can see what we're doing. I hate working in a mess. 1 egg. Okay, let me get rid of this. Wash my hands a little bit. It didn't stick to my hands as much as I thought it would. It's not bad. I've had worse. Pie dough. We'll rinse this out while we're at it. We're going to need it again. It's ready for us when we do need it, right? All right, here we go. We have a bowl. We have a bowl. We have our, we're going to start with our dry ingredients again. So this is buckwheat flour. So we have 2 cups of that. We have our dry ingredient of sugars. We have regular, this is stevia. The sugars that I'm using in both of these are not stevia, is monk fruit sweetener. Sorry. It measures the same. So that's what I have here. Dry ingredient, baking powder. And I believe that's it. I'm going to go ahead and stir this around. Come over here a little, guys. Make sure that you get the baking powder incorporated in all of that flour. Okay, so we have the the dry ingredients. We'll set that aside there. And now we're going to incorporate the wet ingredients, which is the cream, heavy cream, 1/3 cup. So I can get all that out of there. One-third cup, and then we're going to our Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt. I was watching a lady on YouTube, and she was making scones with just 3 ingredients. I think she had, flour, sugar, and lemonade. And she made a scone with that. And it looked like it turned out a-okay. Okay, we're going to blend this. Nice and thick. All right, we're going to crack our egg on flat surface. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and work in our butter, in our dry ingredient, work in the butter. See, it's been setting out quite a while, so we're just going to do our best, and that way we will refrigerate it. And then I got a little garbage stash going there, so I'm just going to work it in. Now, you always hear of them using buckwheat flour to make pancakes. Makes wonderful pancakes, actually. That's what I usually use this for. But I wanted something that is comparable to a regular flour. I didn't want to use wheat flour again. So, not that I didn't want to use it ever again, but I mean, I didn't want to use it in this recipe. I wanted to try it, making it a little bit different, maybe a little more healthy. There's so much controversy on wheat flour. Now, I like wheat flour. I was using it a whole heck of a lot there for a while. And because they spray the fields, you know, before they collect the wheat, farmers do. And, you know, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it, you know. I still use it from time to time, but not as much as I was. I use a lot of different other flours too. I'm just kind of letting the butter run down my hand, trying to push it, smash it. That's how it made those layers. And I was really starting to see on the first batch, that you could see the layers in the mixing of the dough when we started to form it. So all right, I think this is good. I really want to make sure you got it all good there. All right, now we're going to go ahead and mix in our wet ingredient, and then we'll have to add our vanilla because I didn't add it to this. So we'll add it in there. I think it's going to need all the moisture it can get. This flour seems a little bit drier than the other. So, all right. Let's just see what we got. We're learning as we go along. Okay. I'm going to find where I put this flour because we're going to need that to roll it. Oh, we need to put almost forgot, you guys. Almost forgot to put the vanilla. Really incorporated there. Okay, I'm going to pull that out, and we're going to, this I didn't use. And then we're going to incorporate our blueberry. Let me find the flour so we can get this on the board and start forming it. Let's see. Buckwheat, buckwheat, buckwheat. Don't have much left. This is the brand that I buy from Thrive Market. You can find that on my website in the description. That's the one I use. I'm going to rinse my hands, just touching the drawer and all that stuff. And I like to keep things pretty sanitary around here. Okay. All right, let's do this. Let's get it on the board. We can see what we got better. All right. We can start forming it. It's really dark looking, isn't it? I don't want too much flour because I already think it's a little bit on the dry side. So we don't want too much flour incorporating. I'm going to start folding in those layers that they talk about. Going to be very dark. Well, it may not turn out at all. I don't know. I don't know. I just want to try it. See what we got. See what happens. That's how you learn. You make mistakes and you learn from them. And then you go back and square one and like, okay, I made a mistake. Like, how can I make this better? And what can I do differently to make a different outcome? And, you know, that's how you learn. It's starting to incorporate now. Get some of those. Get some of that flour up here. All right, let's just start folding a little. Let's fold a little. Fold a little, right? Fold. 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 Okay, I don't want to do too much. Now we have enough space here. We're going to incorporate the blueberry. Half a cup of blueberry. And just start folding them in. Fold it in. Fold it. Fold it. I want to bust them up too much, so all right. I'm just going to go ahead and start shaping it, making our circumference. Start our circle. Press down so it's about 3/4 or 7/8 or so, less than an inch. I like when you bake things and they do look handmade. They just like so good. I'm going to go ahead and start chopping it here. We're going to cut it. I want that all to go on my floor. I'm going to go ahead and go down the middle again. Here, 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 and here. Wonderful. Okay, let me grab a sheet. I did 2 cookie sheets, but since we made it thicker, we didn't need 2 cookie sheets. We only need the 1 cookie sheet. So yesterday we had to do 2 because I cut it all wrong, right? I had too much. Get these babies on the board, on the cookie sheet. Last one. Here we go. Wonderful. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this one in the fridge as well. And then what I'm also going to do is get a little bit of that cream. And then when I bring them out of the fridge, I'm going to brush them with a little bit of cream before I put them in the oven. So I'm going to do that. Okay. So I'm going to put these in the fridge now. Be right back. So those are in there. So let's say the other ones were already in there for a while. So we're going to do 25 minutes. And then we'll come back and put the cream on. I'll get the cream out now. So we'll have the cream. Get the cream out. What else do I need to put away? This. Okay. Dirties. Wash my hands off here a little bit. They're still going to get dirty a little, but just a funky feeling when you have the dough in between your fingers and in your fingernails. Feels funky. I don't know if I'll get that out of my ring or not, but give it a little brush. And I'll have to take a toothbrush to my ring and get the dough out of there. All right, dears, let's get rid of this. So what else? We're going to put this flour away. I usually have all of my flour in glass containers, but this I didn't. And I don't really use this regular flour too much, other than if I get orders for sugar cookies that I make for people, I use this, but otherwise I usually don't use it. Or if I make something for my kids or family or to take somewhere, I try to make it the regular one. And we're just going to clean up a little here. We got our timer set. can wipe that all down. Pretty darn good. Cool. Get this in the trash. All right, pretty good. All right. I tried to sow some seeds yesterday in some pots, but it was so windy here that I gave up. I said, you know, there's got to be another day for this because it was just impossible. My containers were blowing away from me. All right, I'm going to grab a little bit of salt. Cure my board a little bit. I usually just do a little layer of salt, mix it around, and then rinse it all off. This bamboo board gets so much use. I use it constantly. Make sure that you really get that salt rinsed off. Don't want to take in any more sodium than you have to. Okay. 20 minutes. I like to stand it up. Well, I don't want to put it down yet. I'll wipe that down. Wipe this area down. We got a nice clean rag today. I dug it in the side. We didn't even use a rolling pin. See how easy that was just by mushing it around with your fingers, and it just like really did nicer. I think it's going to rise a little better this time. This I didn't use. I keep these little scoops, put them in different things, different flowers and grains and seeds and things. Okay, now that you watch me clean up half of my kitchen, I'm going to put this away. And then I'm going to put this other sheet pan away that we didn't use down here. Okay, great. Now we're going to do one other little thing. I have water with lime and ginger, and I left the peels on and everything. I just like good enough. So good. I'm going to get a pan and we're going to soak some quinoa. I'm going to have tonight. My son put a brisket outside on the smoker and did that. I'm going to pick one that's open. I have like 3 or 4 bags of this quinoa. Oh, that's coconut sugar. That's not even it. Let's see here. We got it somewhere, someplace. Which one is this one? This one. This is quinoa. This is the white one, but it's open. So, what is this one? Or another one. That one is not open. The mixed color is not open. Brown rice, no. All right, well, we're going to use this because it's already open. And the cacao powder leaked on it, so it's like chocolate all over it. I don't like that. All right. Put our board back. Oh, I stand it up so it can dry and then I'll lay it flat later. Got 15 minutes, almost 16 minutes. This is 160 calories for a 1/4 cup. So, but you get 5 grams of protein out of it. We're just going to put enough in here for 3 people. I kind of always make too much, but you know, because it swells up, you know. I wish they made these zippers a little bit different, maybe a little larger, or because once you start unzipping them a couple times, it's like they don't want to go back together. And that frustrates me. All right, we're just going to put some water in here, and then we're going to set it aside, and then about, say 3 o'clock. About 3 o'clock, then we'll turn that on. It's kind of early right now. We'll turn that on, and it will get going. And we'll have that. And I think my son is going to go and buy some asparagus. So that's going to be nice. So we'll have some asparagus. I don't know what I'll have for my protein, but I'm probably not going to eat the corned beef brisket. I really don't eat much. I might have a little taste, but I'll find some tuna, or I'll find something I can have. So that's what I'll do there. So let's go ahead. I was going to use the chocolate. The chocolate went hard. I'm afraid if I warm it up again, it's going to be like, and I really don't want chocolate on there anyway. So I think I'm going to go and grab some regular powdered sugar and just go ahead and break down and use it. At least for, I think I'm just going to do them all, but it's not going to be that much sugar on each one because we're just going to drizzle a little tiny. We're going to do that. And then I think I want to peel some pistachios and maybe put some pistachios on them. So I don't know how much pistachio I even have. Let's see what I find. I might have ate all the pistachios, to tell you the truth. Well, we have a few, so I'll put them on mine. We're going to go ahead and clean these, or de-shell them. See, I only have a few. But once they're cracked up, it'll be enough for my 8 or whatever. So we're going to go ahead and shell these. I'm just going to leave the film go just because. Might as well. And then I'm going to turn on my oven too to do that. When we get up to 10 minutes, I'm going to turn it on. So we're like at 13 minutes right now. But you can find different ways to put different ingredients in your foods, even in your favorite foods, right? And that way you can reap the rewards of eating healthier. And I know it sounds redundant all the time when I say that, but you know, it really helps to eat healthy. I had my lunch at like 11, 12, 1, 2, but I didn't eat much. I just had a little egg wrap. Oh, this one was hard. Just broke my fingernail. Goodness. I had an egg wrap, and I had some little blackberries with a little raspberry this morning. So it wasn't much at all. I think it was like 100, and I already wrote the calories. I think it was like 139 calories what I consumed so far. So I'm getting a little hungry. But I try to skip that morning snack or in between snack. Go straight to lunch. I do have an afternoon snack. Usually it's a protein bar, but I'm all out. No, I think I have one protein bar left. But I like these ones. I don't know what they're called. They're like Boo Boos or Bobs or something like that. And they have quite a bit of protein in them. I probably get too much sugar by eating those, but they do hold me over until dinner time, and I can get my walk in, and I can do some other busy work that I need to do. You know, the thing about dieting is if you don't eat enough, then you don't feel like doing anything. You don't feel like exercising, and you don't feel, you know, you just don't have your stamina. You know what I mean? So you have to make sure that you eat enough to where you feel good, right? You don't want to starve yourself. That's the wrong thing to do, because then you're going to go to your next meal and you're just going to like want to eat everything in sight, right? Okay, put these in here, the shells. Right. We'll get those to the garbage. I'm going to grab a rolling pin, and we'll go ahead and we will roll those a little, crack them a little, crush them a little, break them down a little bit. We don't want like dust, but we want like small pieces. Cooking and baking for yourself takes time. It takes a lot of cleanup effort. It takes, you know, it takes a plan, you know, what you're going to make for yourself, how you're going to go about it. It takes, you know, determination, but the outcome is so much better. You start feeling so much better. So I'm going to put these in a little bowl so I can wipe that off. Whoa. So, oops, sorry. Almost too big. We won't need those until they come out of the oven and we get the glaze on, right? And I don't want to make the glaze too far ahead of time, because I see what happened to my chocolate one. Whoopsie. Sorry. All right, let's throw this away. I'm going to turn on my oven. I'm going to use my regular oven today, not my convection oven. So I'm going to use my regular oven at 350 today. Make sure nothing's in there. All right. Turn my light on. So that's going to get going. And then I'm going to pop those in the oven. We did some good work today, you guys. We did some really good work. I got all my laundry done for my Airbnb. I got to go over there tomorrow and put all the beds back together and clean up. I had a large party in there this weekend. So I got everything cleaned. We got another 6 minutes to go. And then I'm going to show you when they come out. Okay? Okay, you guys. I just pulled them out of the oven. So we're going to take a look. Look how nice. Look at how they puffed up. So fabulous. I am just in awe. This is my first batch that actually rose, and they did really well. I am just so thrilled with them. Now, the buckwheat is another story. They turned out nice, but they didn't rise much. But it's a heavier flour. So I guess that is to take into consideration. They rose a little bit, not a whole lot. So we're just going to kind of take a look, which is the smallest. Look at that. Now, I don't want too much, so I'm going to cut a little piece off of each one and taste it. So this is the buckwheat. Not bad. Could use a little more sugar. And they're dry. Very dry. But pretty good. Can't complain. Right now I'm going to take a little piece off of one of these. Look at that. They seem a little moist. And I left them in there extra long. I left them in there probably, I would say, 40 some minutes. Crunchy, flaky. Really good. That could use a little more sugar, in my opinion. But they will also have sugar with the sugar we're going to put on the top. So they're probably perfect. And then we're going to put a little glaze. Drizzle a little glaze over them. Okay? Let me get ready to do that. Okay, you guys. I have the glaze in this parchment paper. We're just going to sprinkle it over these. This holds up. I'm going to sprinkle it over these. Oh, it's coming out quick. So let's just see what we can do here. Over these scones. It's a little on the runny side. I have matcha in with it and a little tiny bit of green food color. So because the matcha color did not look very green, so I tried to help it along so it looks nice. It's kind of sinking right in because it's so loose, but did what we could do. And I wanted imitation powdered sugar, but I didn't have any on hand, so we just went with regular powdered sugar, which I didn't want to do, but kind of forced to do. Then we have all this going to go to waste. So we'll just stick it in there for now. But look at that. They look amazing. Look simply amazing. I am so thrilled with them. And this one will be a little sweeter with the powdered sugar on top. And this one these are made with the buckwheat flour. So they didn't rise as much as the regular flour. And maybe if I would have mixed, next time I make them, I'll make the buckwheat flour ones with half buckwheat flour and half maybe regular flour or wheat flour, maybe wheat flour. That way I can have them. So that's what would work out pretty good, I think. So I hope you enjoyed this part. And I'm going to maybe do a little bit of a craft on the end of this video, if you don't mind. I love doing some crafts and different things. So it might like strike your interest. And so I'll be right back with that. Okay, you guys. I'm back. Don't mind I got some stash here, some mess ribbon. And this ribbon too. I might go with that instead of that. I don't know. Okay, we're just going to try some little things. I've been wanting to do something with these soup cans. I've been saving them. And they're nice and they're white inside. And I think what I'm going to do is probably make candles out of them. So either that or I might plant some marigolds in them, but I'm not sure. But I think I'm going to do the candle. Let me get my head in the picture. I'm out in my sewing shop right now because that's where my hot glue gun is and all of my kind of supplies. And I have a nice big table here to work on. So I just found an old book, and I don't even know what this book is about. It's they're called The First Violin. I don't even know what it's about. Jesse Fothgrill. It doesn't have any names on the chapters. The First Violin, chapter 1. It doesn't really even tell you a story about what it is about. So I'm not sure, but I think it's about some sort of a like a story, like I don't know, some sort of a relationship or story, or hopefully it's something good because I didn't read it and I don't know. This book is built on days passed together in storm and sunshine. A foundation that neither rocks of friendship, perfect trust, perfect faith, love stronger than death, which makes a peace in our hearts, a mighty influence in our lives, which very truly passes this understanding. Okay, so I'm just going to start ripping some pages here because I like the color of the paper because it's discolored and it's old. So I'm just going to take like the last couple page or whatever it is, and we're going to use that to go around this. Now we still have some glue here on these. You can take it all off if you want to take it all off. You can take it all off with nail polish remover. I'm not going to get into that. I just hope this will have to go more than 2. So we want to have, what do I do with my ruler? I want a small ruler. Let me grab a ruler. So in order for it to cover up the glue marks, so we want it to be, and I wanted a little bit of this rib to show of the metal. So we need at least 2 3/4. So 2 3/4 would get us about. I need a pencil. I need a pencil. I need a pencil. Oh. Let me see. Okay, and we're going to be ripping the page. So let's see, but we want to be on the writing. So we'll go like, I'm just going to put a mark like where we can start ripping, like 2 3/4 would be like, I'm going to go a little past. So maybe like here. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're just going to draw a little line because we want to stay within that, right past the line. Oops, that glue gun is hot. I just burnt my finger on it. Okay, so I'm just going to start ripping. You want to rip the mark, of course, so you don't get the mark in your, or we could turn it over too. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't have to be all like real perfect. And we want it to look like kind of handmade, I guess. It looks like we're probably going to need 2 pieces, 2 pages. So this one I'm going right past the pencil mark on the inside of the pencil mark. So it's right before the pencil mark. Okay. So it looks something like this. I'll show you. So it looks something like that, okay? And then we're going to wrap this around the, glue it around. Get my garbage can. I have underneath my table, I have boxes of pine cone that I've been working on. All right, we need another page, so let's go back. It's kind of ripping from the back. It doesn't matter. And I'll use this for other projects as well, so that way I'm only ruining one book, and I don't have any interest in reading that book. I don't know. I don't. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. So we're just going to go like a little quarter here. And then like we need 2 3/4 there. So we're going to go like maybe 3 1/4 there. And then just run a line so you can just kind of stay within your line mark. I'm going to rip this one. I'm trying to rip it so it's not like perfect, not like straight. Not wanting to work out for me. It actually wants to cooperate, I guess. Okay, and then this one, I'm going to just rip like where the writing stops or starts. That way this one can overlap the other one, and then it will just be like all writing, right? So we'll have it go on like this. I want to kind of narrow these ends a little so they're not sticking out. Okay, and both soup cans are about the same. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to start with this one. Let's just go ahead and start wrapping this one, getting it glued on. You want to make sure that you get it nice and tight, and see how I want like some of the can to show here, a little bit of the rib mark is showing, a little bit at the bottom is showing, and then you know, get it nice and tight. And if you've worked with hot glue before, you know that it dries really fast. Okay, make sure that that's nice and secure. All right, and then we're going to go with this one right over that one, which I think it's a little too long. It's starting to adhere already, so we're just going to rip it down a bit. We really just needed to cover up that part that's missing. This matches up pretty nice. I'm going to put a new glue stick in there soon. Just get it close to the edge so you know it's going to stay and blend in nicely. Okay, and we're going to wrap that. A little crooked. Darn it. I did do it a little crooked. There, I like that. Okay, let's try again. No big deal. Okay, we have that nice, and then let's do some more. Wonderful. Look how cute that looks. It's so adorable. Okay, so this is going to be our back where we kind of like got the glue a little over on the paper. That's going to be our back, I think. And then I like this part here where it goes together. I think that's going to be our front. So we're going to make that our front. I like how it overlaps like that. Okay, and then we're going to use, on one of them, we're going to do a little bit of pink, and on the other one, we're going to do a little bit of blue. And so I'm going to try to cut out a little flower out of this denim. I'm going to cut me a square. I'm going to kind of fold it and get some leaves, or some petals, sorry, not leaves, petals going. Around it. Almost is like what I want. Almost, but not quite. I want them to be round. Why? But I like roundedness. I think it's sweet. Okay, so we have a flower like that. I should turn on my other light. It's not the best here. And instead of putting it in the middle, I'm going to kind of put it like off to the side, maybe like over here. And then what I thought we would do is put like, I might use that for the pink one. I would use like maybe like a little old button. I'm going to put like an old button in the middle of this. So first I want to put on a little bit of kind of like trim. So this is one that looks kind of old. And I'm going to leave the top, but I think I might put it at the bottom. I almost think I want it to, let me see here. I want some of the paper to show because I don't want to cover up all of the metal. So I think I want some of the paper to show. Let me see how it would look at the top. We did it at the top. Yeah, we could do it at the top, but still let the paper show. I think that looks the best. So we're going to go ahead and glue this on first. And we're going to start where our mark was for the back. And then we'll just kind of glue this as we go along. And then we get more of a idea of how much we need. And I think I need another glue stick soon. And we want to make sure that we end at the same spot. So we have to go up and down a little bit, up or down. Just go ahead and run with it. So we end up in the same spot. I got a little fuzzy going on there. Okay, then I'm going to cut it a little bit longer so I can fold that back so it's not a raw edge. Okay. Get another glue stick here and here. This is my old glue gun. I do have a newer one, but I always go to this favorite one. I always go to this one. I don't know if it's, there we go. Now I got too much. Ah, hope it doesn't make too bad of a mark. But we have to get that folded. Get that folded in there. You can hear my son in the background. I think he took the meat off the smoker and he's like, oh my God, something. I don't know. If it doesn't come out here and crash my video, which he might. So that's how it looks. And then, so our front is here. This is where it comes, the paper comes down. That's where our front is. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and then put the flower on. So let me find our front. Our front's right here. And we're going to put our flower like right over on the side. And we want all of it to adhere, except for maybe just the little tips, so they could like fan out if they want to. They can kind of like be a little free. So we're just going to do like the middle and just a little bit up. Like right here. Isn't that cute? So cute. Now we need a big dollop of glue for the button. So that's really going to have to kind of hold because it has like a little shank on the back. So we have to make sure that he's talking to someone, but not me. He's talking. How cute. Is that cute or what? I think it's adorable. And then let's see what else we can do. Get this button to stay. And I think what we'll do is going to take the gold and we're going to come down and we're going to put another little couple things at the bottom here. This is an antique little doily. It was, and I've been using it for years. And I make different little journals and different things, and so I cut from it all the time. So since this is like this size, so I want to go something smaller. So we're going to use one of these smaller ones. Just want to see where I cut from before. I don't think any of these are cut, but it was much larger. Just going to kind of cut where we don't like ruin anything, but you get the idea. Okay. So this is our front, and then we're going to go down here. And we're going to put this on, but we're also going to do a little bit of this. We're going to make a little bow. I don't want to cut with these scissors. It has wire in it, so I want to grab a different pair of scissors if I can. Some older ones. And we don't want a big bow because it's going to be at the bottom and it can't hang very far. Maybe I'd say something like this. I'm guesstimating. And make our other end turn out good. It's not all frayed and looks chunky. So even if we just kind of cross like this, I want to cross the other way. Let me see here now. Let me see. Something like that, and then kind of scrunch it up a little bit. I don't know, you guys. Let me see. It needs to be a little more like that. Let's see. I'll get it right eventually. So it's one thing about me. I work on things until I get it right, right? It's like the darn scones. I don't know if you guys can see me or not. The darn scones. I just there. Worked on those things for years trying to perfect it, you know. Okay, so I'm going to just put some glue inside the layers so it holds it together, and then some glue on the back here. Okay. And I'm going to put this down at the bottom, kind of like that. He's gonna bomb my video here. I just know it. And then we're gonna put this on top of that in the middle. Okay. Ouch. that was. Then we're going to put on our little gold button. So then the gold trim on this button and that button match. So that is cute. And then it's kind of like evened up, right? So we're going to do a couple little other things just to kind of uneven it up. I think it will look the best. So I didn't save a whole lot of buttons. I have these two. If I can get this off of here. It's got some thread on it. Taking that off. There you go. All right, these don't really. Let's see here. Put it there. There. Oh, and I dropped it. It's pretty cute the way it is, but it's awfully like too perfect, right? So how about we just do a couple little buttons like down here, kind of offset. Maybe like one right here. Like that. And then this one a little bit more. Get the glue strings out of the way. It looks... How cute. Is that cute or what? That is adorable. And then we'll put a nice candle. We'll have the wick in here. We're going to make candles, so I'll have that on one of my my videos as well. I'm trying to change up my videos just a little bit. We're doing some other different things, you know. Sorry. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do the other one. And this other one, we're going to go ahead, let's see here. I don't think this would fit all the way around. Am I right? Yes, you're right. Let me see here. What are the colors? Do we have any more pink? Oh, we do. We have this nice color pink. So I think at the top, I'm going to put the pink on first. And then we're going to do the paper. And I think it'll stand out a little bit better. So our glue starts like right here. So I'm going to leave more of the can show. So we're going to go around this thing. And leave more of the can show there. If I follow the rib, should be okay. I didn't know they'd make such a dollop. I think. And we can just cut it off. Okay. Perfect. This is going to be our front anyway, so we'll do something right in the middle. Okay, and then we have to do something up here too because it's got the little date or whatever. So we have that for now, and then we're going to cut us some paper. We're done with this blue, brown and blue. We're done with that. I'll put that back. We're done with this blue. Oop. Done with that blue. Okay. All right, we're done with this. Okay. All right, we're on to pink. I don't know if there's any other pink stuff. I might be able to find something in that thing. Okay, now we're going to cut us some paper. I'll rip us some paper. I'm going to put paper, go to the back. We're going to do a smaller section, so we should be able to, so we want a little bit of this ribbon to show. So we're going to go, and we want a little bit of the bottom to show. So we need probably about 1.5 inches of paper, of writing. Inch, so if we rip right there, 1.5 inches, we rip right there, and then we'll be able to get another one, I think, here. So if we have, yes, if we go where this gets ripped, if we go, say there and there, let's try it. I better make me a line, otherwise I will. And I'll just kind of eyeball it, how much I need. I need this much here. And then I need this much for the second portion. Okay, yeah, and these were just soup cans. My husband eats a lot of soup, and on the weekends, and so he just I said, why don't you start saving those? I want to kind of make some things out of them. What are you going to do with it? I said, well, I don't know yet, but I want to do something. Like, okay. And I was going to put marigolds in them and try to sell them, but then I'm like, that's probably not going to work. Nobody's going to buy it. So I just make a couple for myself. And then if I like what I'm doing and it turns out nice, then maybe I'll make some candles for all of them and then decorate all of them and then just kind of start selling them. So I think the candle would be better. Especially we have a lot of campers that live around us. We have a campground not too far from our house. And people are always out on the weekends looking for little things, so maybe sell them along with my pine cone starters, fire starters. Okay. I'm going to kind of round the ends a little bit so they don't stick out so much. Okay, so I thought we would kind of go like this. Like that. That would go kind of like that. And then we're going to do something at the top too. So let's put this on. And from before, we need 2 pieces to get it to stay, to get it to fit around. Okay. And this piece probably isn't big enough, is it? Is it? The printing's going the wrong way. No, it won't work. Right, let me just go here. Right there. And a little more like that. Okay, this one lines up really good. And then this one does too, except for right here. I want it to blend in a little better. Corner. All right, let's go to it. Make sure this bottom one's on good. Ooh, I just burnt my finger. Nice. Lining up pretty nice. See what we got. Oh, yeah. I'm going to do the edge. I'm going to make a mess of it. I want to make sure that we get the edge down real good. Rub off the rest of that. Okay, then what I thought we would do here is maybe take some of this that's just kind of plain color and then maybe shorten it. Oops, what I wanted. Thought maybe we'd go and cover that up at the top. So I might make this just a little bit narrower. We got 2 pieces of this, so we should have enough to go around. Okay. Let's see here. Where's our back? We're going to make sure that we always start in the back where our... What's going to be the front here? This is the pink back. That's the one we want to pay attention to. So this is the pink back. So we're going to start here. Just picked up the wrong piece. And these cans are still sharp, they're sharp on the inside. So just be careful when you're making things with the cans. good, pretty tight. Need a little more paper here. Make it a little narrower, like the other piece. Oh. Got a little bit of too much glue on there. Get that off. Okay, so that's where we're at now. So this needs a little more glue here. Squeeze down. So this is the real back. So I think our front is going to be right in here. So that's our front. And then we might want to do a little bit of this. We could do a little ribbon as well, or we could do the bow with a little bit of this. Let's see here. Maybe do this on the bottom. I think so. We're going to go around the bottom. Can't tell which way. Oh, that's the back side. I have to go this way. You cut it off a little bit longer so you can tuck it under. Some glue there first. We're going to tuck it nice and even if we can. Nice and even. Tuck that piece down and where that piece even came from. Let's sure try to get them down in there. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Get down in there. There. It's better. Okay, I'll show you where we are. So there we have our front right there. Let's make a couple little flowers maybe. Let's see what we could do here. Cut this in half. Something like that. Ooh. Then we'll put the other one on. Mm. Kind of like that. And then a tinier one. Not easy, make a tiny one. I got it. It's cold here today. I was going to get out and maybe try to walk tonight. But that'll ride my bike. I don't know if I want to put it on top or I want to put it next to it. I'm kind of put it next to it. Kind of goes like that. And then we could make a little flower. Let's see. I'm going to cut it out of here. Need something for right here. Something else. I need to redo all this. Let's just make a flower. Okay. Something like that. I'm going to put that on there. And you know it's going to come right through our fingers. We're going to push it on there anyhow. Something like that. Which is fine. I don't know if we want this button or we want, darn it, get off me. A little crystal bead. What should we put there? And the paper is okay, but I'd like it to be a little more not such a straight edge, but whatever we put on there, we'll do a little bit more to the bottom. Okay, so what should we put? We could do a little denim center. That'd be cute. Let's do that. It's something that we can't see through. Since the other part is see-through. Okay. See if that's too big. Always dry fit, man. Always dry fit. A little bit too big, yes. Perfect. How cute is that? I'll put some little doodads on there. I don't know if we want to put that or we want to put the button. I like the button. Let's do the button. Yes. Cute. He's going to make really cute candles or plant holders. I'm not decided. I just haven't decided. I am going to make maybe a little both. How about that? Okay. It seems kind of odd just being plain. Let's see what other buttons we have. Some of this out of our way. We have this too. We could do a little. What would be cute is if this paint kind of streamed down from this, like from underneath. It's a little too long, but that's gonna be cute. Way under there. Get this way under there. That's adorable. Okay, let me get rid of some of this stuff. We have a little crystal bead there and a bead there. And we have enough of this. Don't think we're going to do any more with this. Although we could do a little poof there. Might be kind of cute. But then what about the candle? Might be too close to the candle. I better skip on that note. I don't want anything too close to the candle wick. I mean, the wick's going to be down there, but still. I don't want it to be a hazard. Okay, done with the ribbon. Let's see what else we're done with. Let me clean up some of this so we can see what else we're doing. Save these papers. A piece of ribbon. I got a garbage can right here. Okay, let's see what we have in here. We do have some patches, but they're pretty big. I don't think we could use any of these. You like that? Kind of like it. Still has the paper on it from being cut off. Kind of like it. Think about that. And these other ones are just all too big. So we don't want those for sure. We don't want bananas and we don't want an apple. Okay. What I thought we could do though is do a little, I do have a little button that has like a little leaf. Put that on there, give it a little pop. Wonder how it would be on here. Not real. That's an option. Need just a little something else. We have some little tiny buttons here too that we could line up. Some little shirt buttons, which would be really cute. Tiny ones. That would be cute. And we have another little crystal. Maybe we'll make one more and use all these crystals that I found. I think I want those. Okay, so let's finish up with this one. I kind of like, I just don't know if this is overdoing it. I want that to stick in there, maybe right there. I like it. We're going to go with it. Let's get it started. Right under there like that. And then it covers up this little crease that we had here where we started. So it helps that out. I'll use thread. A little thread. Adorable. I think it's adorable. I really, really do. So we're going to line up some of these buttons. Let's see. Almost need something up here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to go 1. 2, 3. Get the extra glue off. See the finished look. Cute, cute, cute. And then I'm going to put one right down here. And I might even put it on top of this. Leave the other one hang. Cute. So now we have 2 of them. And I think they're just darling. I think they are so cute. All right, we're going to do one more. I'm going to get up and grab one more. And we were going to do this, but we decided to do the other thing. I don't think we need. That's too much. No. All right, let's make one. So we got blue, blue, blue. Let's see what we're going to do. I'm going to grab one more. Some lace. This and lace goes really nice together. I think maybe we'll do like how this would be with this behind it. Just kind of thinking out loud here, you guys. I do like the lace, but I don't like the ruffle. So we might cut some of that off of there, then use some of the lace. Let's see if this will get us all the way around. If we, yeah, perfect, it will. Okay, let's do a little paper first. Set these aside. And do just a little bit of paper. Let's try to just use one page. You can mark it all out if you want, but I'm just going to run with it. I know this video is getting awfully long. But you can watch a little bit and then come back the next day, watch a little more. Oops. Right? That's what I do. I keep a video on pause and I come back and then I watch the other half of it or whatever. I don't sit there and watch it all at the same time. But hey, if you have time, you have time, right? And we're going to go right down the middle. Okay. And then we know we have to cover up this typing. We have some typing there. The bottom portion looks really good, but we have a bunch of typing all over the place on the top. So we have to do the top for sure. So we're going to put this paper around the top. We're going to just use the seam here for our guide where we need to stop and start. Get right to it. We did too long. Okay, let's go ahead and finish up. I need a glue. I could do things like this for hours. Okay. And then we're going to end it like, say, right here. All right, we got a little wrinkle in there, but oh well, I think it'll be all right. Okay. So we have that all the way around. So this will be our front here. We're going to go ahead and take We're going to cut some of this so it lays flat. We're just going to go like, just need a little. We're going to go on the bottom here. Okay, down like that. And then we're going to take this other stuff. We're going to cut this even narrower. Like only this much. It's burlap. I'm going to put this on the burlap. I mean on the lace. I'm going to start in the same spot. And then bring the two together. So we start here. And then you get the lace at the bottom. You got the paper at the top. Okay. So we'll go along here. And you can see how it's looking. And this stuff will really fray. So you want to make sure that you do fold it back. I mean, because if you're going to have a candle in here, you're going to want this around for a while until the candles burn out, right? Okay, you guys, so we're going to make a little flower out of this paper. Not too bad. It's okay. So we're going to put that here at the top. I am going to put some little rickrack. I like this green. I don't know if we could make like a little something out of it. Something like that. If I can get this to stick together. All them different layers. See what comes apart. And that's what we need to glue back together. It starts to fall apart. You know, we missed a layer. Okay. There, I like that. All right, then we need something in the middle. We could put these little, like for boating, for like fishing. Put the little lure in there. We could put a lure on here, but not in the middle, I don't think. I think we need a button. Or something, a bead or a button. Or, oh, we were going to use these little, yeah, let's use these. We're going to use these little, they don't stand out that much, but they'll still be cute. If I like that there. Kind of like it there. I'm going to glue it in place though. Try not to burn my hand. So cute. Adorable. I really like that. All right, now we have one little tiny doodad left. Let's do another flower. Maybe down here by itself. And you could do a layer and a layer, you know, of the flower. Like you could do, take this other last page. Do like another smaller flower inside there. Something like here. Do the rough part, but I'll probably have to tone it down, make it smaller as I get it off of here. Okay. Something like that. And then if we like kind of crimp it. How cute is that? I think it's adorable. It might be missing just a little bit of a pop, like a little bit of like color pop. Like, what am I thinking? I don't know. gold covered button. Maybe a little, not sure exactly what I'm looking for, but like, um, hmm, that's not it. Maybe a sequins. If I would have put that on first. Mm-mm-mm. Do one of these. That messes with the flower. Not like right here. Oops, lost it. Kind of like it. Sometimes you just kind of know. Kind of know that it needs some little something. And you could come in and, like, if it were Christmas time, put some little red, little something red on here. You know, you could put on a little something pink. See how it looks. I think it's perfect. I think it's fine. Sometimes simple is better, right? We could do these up something like that, or we could kind of like have them in motion. I think it would be good. Okay. I like it. I like it. And you can push these up a little bit so they're not so flat, like puddles. Push them. Just getting the glue off is half your trouble. So tell me what you think. I think they look adorable. I don't want to gunk it up anymore. Let's see how it looks. So we got this one. We got the pink one. And the blue one. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. I love it. I think they are just adorable. And I'm going to make candles out of these three. So at least I made up my mind there. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have been having fun sharing what I do with you guys. I am always busy like this doing something. So if you like these kind of videos where I'm always doing things and you want to be included in there, just write in the comments that you liked it. You like the craft portion or whatever, and I'll take note of that, right? And I know it's some of the videos that I like to watch is where people are always doing things and they're always like, you know, making things better and beautiful and stuff like that. And I like that kind of stuff. So thanks so much for watching. If you are interested in, eating plant-based and eating more healthier products, you can find the Thrive Market on my page and in the description, and you can also find where you can get clean makeup. And there's also a where you can book a call with me if you're interested in losing weight. And there's also a mini me course to get started in losing weight, to get yourself motivated to get started, a course on my website that you can purchase. So we'll go from there, and I'll talk to you all real soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.